Risk management remains the weakest link in corporate decision making. Whether it's project risk management, quality risk management, cyber risk management, or enterprise risk management, from a decision-making perspective, risk management is a two-filter portfolio decision-making process. Knowledge about risk is only informative, meaningful, and useful if it supports decision-making. Regardless of the scope of risk management, it requires both top-down and bottoms-up perspectives. The bottoms-up perspective must reach broadly within your organization, as insights about internal risk and opportunity reside within the front lines of your operations. The external perspective requires top-down processes beyond risk management to inform executives and senior managers of external threats. Both of these perspectives can be achieved through a common risk management approach. The notion that everyone is a risk manager rarely works. It's better to have individuals throughout the organization who are designated as risk managers and who are accountable for the local or functional area risk management process while leveraging the insights and perspectives of other individuals within the organization. Beyond individuals, and depending on the size and maturity of the corporation, there are other sources of risk identification, including predictive and prescriptive analytics, standard reporting analytics that include key performance indicators and key risk indicators, and emergent information regarding events and discoveries. All of this information should be considered by the individual accountable for the risk management process, the local or functional area risk manager. The risk manager or designated subject matter experts will assess each of the identified risks with a risk assessment first filter. Here's an example of a first filter that applies three primary metrics: downtime, cost, and lost revenue. I'll have more on the metrics in a few moments. From a process perspective, each identified risk will be pursued in one of four ways. By policy, due to the magnitude of their potential impact, some risks will be escalated to be managed and budgeted by a centralized risk management function of the corporation. The risks that are not escalated will be managed locally by the organization that owns the risk. There are two fast-track lanes that should be in place. By documented policy, risks categorized as must-dos should be fast-tracked for consideration and action. These could be environmental, health, safety, or compliance-related risks, or any other type of risk deemed a must-do. The second fast-track lane is for quickly evolving significant risks that need immediate attention and that require significant investment, implying an expedited return on investment evaluation is needed. Risks that are not fast-tracked follow a similar process regardless of whether they are managed and budgeted locally or escalated, managed, and budgeted centrally. In both cases, risks should be categorized as must-dos, wait and see, act now, or close. However, risks that are significant in magnitude and that require significant investment should require a return on investment calculation so that investment in risk mitigation can compete on a level playing field with other demands for investment being made throughout the corporation. This is a core tenet of Pro Enterprise Management. Watch the video on the 5 questions of Pro Enterprise Management for the details on making the decision between wait and see versus act now. Risk management is a two-filter portfolio decision-making process. The risk management first filter should enable organizational-wide participation of individuals, be easy to use and understand, require at most 1 to 2 hours of training, and it should allow for risk categorization and risk aggregation or risk pooling. This is a critical enterprise risk management capability to pinpoint the concentration and magnitude of classes or categories of risk. When it comes to thinking about uncertainty and risk, we all have similar cognitive strengths and innate and learned cognitive weaknesses and biases. However, one of our shared strengths is the ability to intuitively weigh and balance up to 3 measures in decision making. Consequently, an efficient and effective risk management first filter will create risk grids based on 2 to 3 consequence measures. For established corporations with revenue streams and sales forecasts, we should use revenue impact or lost revenue as one of the 3 metrics. For startups without a revenue stream or projected sales forecast, a good surrogate measure for revenue impact is time delayed to product launch. A good second consequence measure is cost impact, and this should be a comprehensive accounting of cost impact over the designated time horizon, which in this case is 5 years. A good third measure is downtime for a process or function or site, such as a manufacturing plant, or a delay in time such as a product launch, or a delay in a plant opening. There are other concerns that can be sufficiently addressed in a first filter without quantitative measurement, such as safety, compliance, and environmental impacts.